Welcome back to Cody's Movie Cave, where today we'll be discussing a new movie that's just come out on Netflix called The Blades of the 47 Ronin. That's right, a sequel, whether we wanted one or not, to 47 Ronin. The 2000 and I believe, what was it, 13 or 14? I can't remember when that movie came out. But the Keanu Reeves fantasy samurai movie that came out a couple years ago, that was decent. Okay, it was decent. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. The only redeeming factor in that movie was the fact that it had Keanu Reeves wielding a samurai sword and killing all kinds of Japanese mythical monsters and dragons and stuff like that. So that's really the only cool thing about that movie. Everything else was just kind of, story-wise, was, I mean, it was okay. All right, it wasn't a bad movie, like a lot of people hated on it. Okay, it got bad reviews, and it didn't do too well critically or financially, box office wise. But like I said, it was okay movie. All right, I have watched it every once in a while. If I see it on and there's absolutely nothing else on, I will watch it. So basically, let's just set that up real quick, what that movie was about. The famous 47 Ronin. If you know your Japanese mythology or anything like that, it's about these the clan of samurai who are composed of these 47 men who basically are dishonored and considered, approached with treason, if you will, accused of treason, and their master is slain and killed, and they're left with no master, which is kind of what the term Ronin means. It's a samurai with no master and pretty much left to wander and roam without any kind of honor or anything like that. So, but the new element with that movie was it introduced us to this, which they called in the movie half-breed character, which was Keanu Reeves, his character named Kai, who wasn't accepted by the clan or anything like that, and so pretty much was shunned. And so, but they wind up needing his help because turns out old boy's bad end. You know what I'm saying? He is tough. He is hard to perish and good with a blade. So they wind up needing his help. And so yeah, Keanu Reeves gets to do some cool action, some cool samurai stuff with the katanas and all that. You watch Keanu Reeves fight and do anything all day long, and it could be a terrible story. Anyway, so yeah, that's that movie. Pretty decent effects, performance-wise. Keanu Reeves doing his thing. It's always going to be good. But fast forward to the movie we're talking about now, Blade of the 47 Ronin, the sequel, if you will. And nobody from the original is in it, because I'm not going to spoil that movie, but it's kind of hard too, because this movie's set in modern times. And where that one was set in ancient feudal Japan, this one is set in modern times. And so, story-wise, it had potential. It had really good potential. It could have been a good movie. But here's what happened, is it came out as this straight-to-DVD streaming, digital, straight-to-digital type movie. No theatrical release. No big names. It's sort of a B movie, really. A B-level movie. And no big names. Keanu Reeves is not back and all that good stuff. The only real predominant name that I recognize that I could see as far as the star in this movie was Mark Dacascos or something like that. He's been in a lot of kung fu and karate, martial arts movies, and actually he was on Iron Chef. He does a good bit on the cooking channel as well now. So he was in John Wick Chapter 3. If you're not familiar with him, you'll recognize him from that movie. Okay. So yeah, he does good. Acting wise, there's not a really, it's on the iffy side with acting, but that's what happens when you do one of these straight to DVD type situations. That being said, the action is really good. It's got some really cool martial arts in it, really cool sword katana fights that work really well. The effects, like I said, it's on the cheaper side of things. It's low budget, so Not as good as the original, the first one. It's bloody, as most samurai movies should be. I mean, samurais are sharp katana swords that's slashing through people, right? So it's going to be bloody. Anyway, so it's a decent watch. It's new. It's brand new. It's on Netflix. So, I mean, you know, hey, something different to watch, right? If you like the first one, the original, you might like this one, you know. If you like that kind of thing, and, you know, I like it. It's pretty cool. But, yeah, Blade of the 47 Ronin. So on Netflix, like I said, it's rated R. It's rated R for a reason. Story-wise is basically they're trying to locate, and protect and train this descendant from the actual 47 Ronin from the original, way back in the day. And so some kind of fantasy element, magical element that she's needed for. And so they have to train her up, get her to use one of those katanas really good. And so, yeah, pretty decent little flick. It's not terribly terrible, but it's not good or great either. It's right there in that little decent factor I'm always talking about. Decent. Anyway, so if you want to check it out, it's on Netflix for free, okay? You don't have to spend a dime, and that's always the best option, right, guys? The ones you don't have to pay for. I mean, technically, you are, because you're buying the subscription, right? However much it is a month. So you are kinda. But it's a way cheaper option. But if you don't have Netflix, you got the other option to buy or rent. This one is rent worthy. It's not buy worthy, but it's rentable. And you can do it on Apple, Vudu, or Amazon, okay? Digital. Otherwise, check it out on Netflix if you got it. So yeah. Samurais, Ronins, right? Yeah. Anyway, as always, Grasshopper, this has been my opinion. And opinions are like backsides. Everybody has them. Some of them stink. Hiya! Out.
I'm looking for someone who was sold to you. A half-breed banished from our land.
Why did you come for me?
Those who enslaved you have taken over our land.
Mountains of corpses will not stand in our way.
We believe you are the only one who can help us.
Their army is infinite.
We are 47.
If we do this, there's no coming back. The enemy will be watching. I know what you are.
You have no idea.
I'm not afraid of you.
You should be.
Your life belongs to us. Then take it if you can. Come on. The blade of the 47 will once again be wielded by a true descendant.
Your clan, all the samurai, they need you now more than ever.